Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. For the first time we have the new BYD on the channel. We're starting with the Seal U DM-i. This is the plug-in hybrid. We have the top spec, the design trim, and this is the all-wheel drive plug-in hybrid. So without further ado, let's just jump into the review and check it out. Well, we have on the test beautiful BYD, starting with the Seal U DM-i plug-in hybrid. Now this is not your standard plug-in hybrid because this is more like an electric vehicle that has a petrol that could charge the battery. For those who are not ready to go fully electric but want to experience the EV drive, this is something that might be interesting to you because this car has a range of 1,080 kilometers. Now inside is a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo petrol producing 130 horsepower, and it's powering either the battery or the two electric motors. So the front electric motor, this is the, of course, all-wheel drive, has 200-ish horsepower, and the back one is 160-ish. Combined system horsepower is 324 horsepower. Now inside is the 18.3 kilowatt hour battery. This one is LFP, so more cycles, longer longevity, and you can be assured that this one will last longer than the classical battery. Also, this is the blade architecture. Now you have plenty of warranty. I believe it was 8 years for the battery, 6 years for the entire car. And while we're at technical details, not to forget, this car has also the DC charger. AC is up to 11 kilowatts, DC is up to 18 kilowatts. So you should be able to charge the car from 30 to 80% in 35 minutes. Okay, technical details out of the way. Finally, let's talk about price. This one is $47,500-ish for the top spec, but I'm gonna cut in the prices for all the models. Now, let's show you the key fob, and then we're gonna dive into the car. You can see the key fob. We have the lock, unlock, press twice to open or close the power tailgate, and there should be a remote start option. Of course, you also have a physical key cylinder. If you push this down, you can extend it from the keychain. You also get an app, which I don't have at the moment. You also get like an RFID card to unlock your vehicle. So plenty of options. Now let's unlock the car and check out the beautiful design. Now I really have to say, personally, I like this design. This is the design gray color. I think that was the name, but you can see it looks very nice, kind of discreet as well. But I love the design of the car. It's big, it's posh looking, a little bit of sharp design, but not too aggressive. Now let's come a little bit closer, check the color. So we have the gray metallic color, as you can see that. We also have LED headlights. They went off, but you can see the turn signal at the bottom. Switches from the daytime running lights, and then you have the two lenses on the top, and we have here inside signature BYD tech. So looking very nice. We have some chrome details and piano black details. Underneath here we have unpainted black stretching as a protection if you go into unpaved road. We have parking sensors and 360 cameras. You're gonna see those on the side mirrors. And we have the radar at the bottom and big air intake, since this one is petrol. There is an EV version of the Seal U, of course, but we have on the test first the plug-in hybrid. Really gorgeous looking SUV. Now we have standard interior and standard 19-inch alloys. These look very nice, diamond cut silver on black. And they have kind of closed design for better aerodynamics and better fuel or power efficiency in this case. Car came with Michelin e-Primacy tires. These are 235/50 R19. Sorry, the car is a little bit dirty. It was just raining and it stopped, so no point of rinsing it off because there's still a lot of puddles and the car would get dirty anyway. You can see the little silver underneath. Now let's check here. We have the NFC, so you can tap a key card, you can lend it to your friends or family members, or if it's a business car. to multiple employees. You can see here turn signals. We have also puddle lights. I will do separate night review of this car as well. We have the 360 camera. We have here blind spot in the mirror. Now handles, we have a little chrome on the top. You can press here to lock and unlock, I believe. So yes, we have the physical cylinder on the driver's side, and you can see that. Now let's come to the front. You can see here the VIN number. We have a big heads-up display. On top of the dash we have a speaker, and we have a light sensor, we have the rain sensor, and the lane assist camera. Now double illuminated front windshield. On the top we have silver roof racks. These are aluminum. We have the openable panel roof. It's tinted, and antenna on the back. Now if I back up, you can see around the window trim we have the silver or the chrome accent. Profile is very elegant and aerodynamic. So tinted windows on the back, all the good stuff. We have a little bit piano black details here, and the spoiler is really discreet with a big stoplight. Now you have to press a little button inside to open. Actually, let me do that so I don't have to come back to it. Right here, we're going to come back to the interior a bit later. So you can see here the petrol. When you open this, you can put it there. And then when the car is locked, this will be locked, so you have to open it again. You can see here BYD Tech, and very good looking back end. Not too aggressive, again, nice dynamic design. If I press the unlock, you can see dynamic turn signals. Now the lights are off at the moment. Let me see if I lock the car. I think they should come on. You can see those. So they have a little sort of a gimmick or a little light dance. It really looks nice, and I like the connected LED taillights. Now this is the diffuser, kind of discreet looking. There's a little bit of chrome in the back. You can see the fog light in the middle and the cat eyes. It does have this sporty details as well. Now I haven't checked, I'm actually not really looking anymore. Whereas the exhaust, you can see I actually have a dual exhaust. I haven't bothered to check, but I did now. So that's that. You can see here the all-wheel drive badge. Interesting, nothing in the center. They've decided to put the badge here with the name and the model. So that's that. You have the camera here. I might actually just clean it off a little bit so you can see better when we show it from the inside. They add this little sticker so you know where to open. I guess someone stick this because it's maybe resonating a little bit. So maybe you should find a better license plate frames, but let's use the key fobs. So I think that's more practical sometimes. Okay, so this opens nice and tall. I am a 2-meter person. Now, opens very tall. For most of you, this will be a bit taller than necessary, but you can, of course, pull here, lower the height, hold this button, the closing button, in order to memorize the height if you have a lower ceiling garage as well. The top is plain. You can potentially open this and unlock the tailgate in case it stops working. As you can see, cargo space is nice and wide. Now we have this textile cover, and look at this. You just pull here and then pull. So very nice. This is not allowed at all. So they've added all these little textiles. So a lot of design here, a lot of thinking of no rattles. Now I do have my jacket here, so apologies, but you can see the cargo space. So this is 425 liters, 1,440 if you knock down the seats. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on the top for a moment. You can see here on the right we have the bass speaker. We have cold lights on both sides. Now I'm not sure if this is something. Oh, so it turns out this is a manual release for the charging cable. In case the charging station won't unlock it, you just pull and you should be able to release it. You can see here a little pocket on the left. We have here home charger, and this one's the first aid box. This is nice and flat. And then inside here There's another charger, I'm not sure what this is, maybe a patching kit. Oh, okay, this is a home charger, excuse me. So this should be like a public AC charger. Also guys, I've forgot to mention, so the AC supports vehicle to load, and this is the first time I see a type 2 extension cord, so you can charge appliances with this one. There is 5 fingers of height from here to here, and there is around 3 fingers, actually 5 if we count from here to here. So sorry, it's a little bit difficult with all these stuff, but I managed. You can see that the seats knock down 60-40. So of course you can pull this one out and take out the top cover and hopefully store it underneath. Now let's close it up with the button. You can use again that key fob, and so not loud closing sound, but the locking mechanism was a little bit noticeable, maybe not too loud, but you could hear it a little bit. Nothing too loud. Charge port is always on lock, press, open it. So as I mentioned, we have the AC 11 kilowatts and then combined DC 18 kilowatts. Again, the battery is 18.3, so in an hour that should be fully charged. Range is 70 kilometers, at least according to the WVLTP. Combined fuel consumption should be around 6.4 liters. Now let's focus on the interior. One more time. Good closing sound. The rear doors are slightly light compared to the front, but that's usually the case in cars in general. You can push down here to disable unlock from the inside. Now the doors go all the way down. We have excellent seals, good soundproof. Now soft touch materials on the back, a little bit of piano black, chrome. We have the Infinity speakers in this one, labeled on the top and bottom. So this is softly padded with leatherette, bottom is hard plastic. There's enough space for a water bottle, power windows. There's even a little rubber mat, so everything is nice and posh. We have the aluminum doorstep. Now since this has batteries, this is not too deep, but it's an SUV, so it's also not too bad, but you can see how it looks. Now we have here leatherette perforated in the middle with this sort of blue-green stitching, and you can also get a brown leather with a black top. You can see the top. Now the shade is closed. When you lock the car, I'm going to open it later. Now I realized this is a way to knock these down. So you can see these lock down into bottom position, and here you can see how this looks. Now let me return the seat belt. Okay, you can see this can be in 90 degrees, then you have to push it. It's reclinable, so you can adjust that, and the headrest is, of course, it's a little bit stiff in this moment, but you can raise it. Now let's hop in. Okay, now we have plenty of feet room. Now I have these sneakers, these are my winter setup. And in this case, I'm lacking a little bit of space, but with the other ones I tried, I was fine. So on the front, we have this kind of sport seats. You can see leatherette, big pockets. Here we have the air vents. You can adjust those and open and close. We have the 2 USB-Cs for fast charging. And actually it seems this one's for fast, this one might be slow. They're both illuminated, and we have that little pocket also with a rubber mat at the bottom. Since this is an EV, you can squeeze a third person. Now, this is soft enough. This one's slightly softer. You can see the ISOFIX. There's no covers. These are nice and wide and roomy. Now we have an armrest with adjustable cup holders and rubbered mat. You can see the back. Now we have the black roof liner. And you can see another window there. We have the ambient lights. I will do a night tour of the car, so you can see that. Also, these are really nicely designed, so you can see that. And these are touch, so we have brightness control. We have handles slowly closing on all three sides besides the driver, and a little hook there. You can also see the front headrest design, very posh looking. Now let's hear the closing sound. So good closing sound. And well, if I want to straight up, let me see here. Yeah, it's a little bit, for a 2-meter tall person, short on the top. For if you're like 185 or 195 even, you should have plenty of headroom. So for an average height person, it should be fine. I'm a bit taller than the average person, but otherwise the seats are quite comfortable. Now, seatbelt is height adjustable, and just a quick glance at the front. We'll move to the front, but look at these. These are really nice, and these are really nice to open up. They've also added these little rubbers, so nothing is making sounds. So it's all very posh. Let's hear the front. So again, heavier, better closing sound. Now we also have the VIN number right there. On the front, same design. We have this one is flashing red, probably for the alarm system. You can see same speakers. You can open or close the power tailgate from the driver position. We have here option to manually fold the mirrors. Lock, unlock. You have the all automatic powered windows. Here you can disable the rear, so everything is well designed. Again, you can see all of that. Your tire pressure should be here. And we have also another step. We have the original carpets, automatic pedals. And okay, let me show you that. So for a moment, you can see here we have the, again, 2 USB-Cs, a 12-volt outlet, and a SD card reader. There is a little pocket in there, plasticky. Now, there's a little compartment here. We can put some personal stuff, parking card holder. You can unlock the fuel cap, LED height adjustment. Here we have the steering column adjustment. It adjusts in all directions. I haven't noticed this button, so I'm not really sure what it does. I haven't tested it. And here you can see powered windows, up and down. The knee area goes up and down, so they thought of everything. And you can see the top tilt, so beautiful looking perforated seats. The bolsters are big on the top, slightly shorter on the bottom, but so far very comfortable seats. You can see here the leatherette, a little bit of piano black. Well, actually it's more than a little, but it is what it is. And a view at the top. Now let's hop in. Great closing sound. Now let me switch to white lens. Yeah, looking very nice. Interior, you can see the ambient lights. Now let's zoom back in. Okay, we have, I hope this is leatherette, but with Chinese, you don't know, maybe this is a real leather. Kind of feels different, almost like a real leather, but I don't have the smell, but it's past 10,000 kilometers. So the smell should go away in that case. 3-spoke steering wheel, flat bottom. We have nice physical buttons. You can tilt the screen, you can engage the cameras. This is for the cruise distance, speed up and down. Phone calls, voice assistant, volume, trip computer, and sources. Looking nice. Now we have here a light to keep them on automatic. We have the wiper controls, and this is softly padded. This is softly padded now. Wow, these are real stitches. This is not a mold. It's just black. Okay, this one's a mold, but these look like real stitches. You can see that. But these are contrasting, same as these. So very posh. A lot of piano black, but hey, what can you do? It is a fact that Chinese like a little bit flashy things, but you know, that's that. You have another air vent. You can see the mirror is a bit further away, but these A-pillars are a little bit of a blind spot for the pedestrians, so do be cautious. We're going to turn on the heads-up display later. I showed you the speaker. This is the display. We're going to turn it on in a moment. To show you the glove compartment slowly opening, nice and spacious. And here you can see the air vent. Nice design. We have 2 wireless chargers. You can put your key fob right there if the battery is low. And then we have this gear selector. So this is the e-CVT transmission. I haven't mentioned that, but that's that. Now these are physical buttons. You can see how that looks. Now I believe this should be for the blind spot, auto hold, climate controls on and off, automatic, full blast on the front, start stop the car, EV or hybrid mode, and here we have the park button. And now you have the reverse, neutral, and drive. It just skips to neutral, which is great. You have the driving mode and you have the volume, press to mute. Now there's no piano black here. This is nice. Also adjustable cups, rubber mat. We have another NFC, so you can put your card here. This is soft and this just goes up. Now this is spacious. You can see here there's a lot of room. There's this and this one. Take this out. So with double laminated glass, sometimes you need a hammer to break the glass. So this one has it inside. You can't really see it. I think you're just supposed to come near the glass and then just, just like punch it, and it's a safety glass. It just falls into a lot of shrapnels. And this is a knife, so you can cut like a seat belt. This is in case you get into a car accident and you need to quickly get out of the car. But the LFP blade battery is not prone to getting punctured or catching on fire, so you should be safe. There is ISOFIX on the front seat as well, so looking very nice. Just to wrap it on the top, and we're going to turn on the car, we have a mirror, has a little bezel, but it has auto dimming. On the top there is glasses compartment. It has a little spongy material inside so they don't make any noise. You have touch lights and touch buttons for the opening the roof and the shade, and the emergency button is a physical button if I'm not mistaken. Now this one is here with the document holder. You can see the cold light and the mirror meter. This is softly padded, same as the roof liner. And let's see if this extends. So unfortunately it doesn't extend, but we have plenty of good stuff. Not to forget, plenty of headroom. Okay, now let's start the car. I'm going to press the brake, press the start button, and you can see the animation on the screen. Now let me just engage the wipers. You can see the big heads-up display. Now I'm just going to focus on it. You can see it's very informative. And back to the digital cockpit. Now digital cockpit, it's really nice and colorful. You can play here with this one. By pressing here, you can scroll, you can press here and you can cycle through. Okay, this one's for the radio cycling. You press this one. Okay, now you can scroll. You can have this classical view, or you can have the view that we had previously. And here you can press when you press and you see these menus, then you use the arrows. So let me come a little closer. You can control the climate control, fan speed, see the vehicle condition. You can have a lap timer. You can see the energy flow. You can see 2 electric motors and the petrol, and the battery status. And you can have a certain speed limit, CHIM, if you have winter tires that are not rated for maybe the top speed of this car. So it is all quite good in the menu. And then you can use the scroll button to see all the consumption data. So I haven't reset anything, I haven't done the consumption test, so that's what you see from the car that I picked up with 13,000 plus kilometers. Before we get into this one, just to show you here, we have driving modes. So we have the Eco, we have the mud, sand, snow, normal, and sport. So see normal, sport, you can see all of those. Now to the main screen. I'm just going to flip it once so you can see how that looks. sort of a gimmick. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of the portrait. I like the landscape, but you know, we all have different tastes. So in this one, you do have that option. This is the home menu. You can pull down here. You have plenty of shortcuts, so I'm not gonna run through each. You can customize here, so you can see, customize, and then you can see all the features. I will not read all of them. It will just prolong the video, but here you can see those. Now here you have shortcuts. This is where are all the apps. You have these utilities, you have Spotify, you have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Okay, cutting this in, you have the voice assistant. And I haven't played with it too much. You have a shortcut for the radio, but you have also a shortcut for the Apple CarPlay. If you connect, you can see a nice big screen. You can see the apps. When I'm recording, it's slightly lagging, but I'm not, then it's working really fast. But it's really good. And if you play here, you can see the full screen. Of course, rotation is not supported, it says here, but let me see if I go to the home menu and rotate the screen, can we do it? So, oh no, it reorients for itself, so that's that. And these are for the battery. You can set a timer for charging if you have a cheap tariff at home. Now this is the car menu. I'm going to come back to it just in a moment. Here we have a quick home menu and you have the navigation. So the navigation is nice and big. It's from Google. Actually, this is an Android infotainment, so that's that. I will not go through this into detail, but you have all the standard options. Also, there is a light theme, so you can see how that looks. I mean, it looks okay. I could run with that, but since the dash is dark, I've went with the dark theme. You can see how all of this looks. Even this gear is the car setting, but I'm going to just go to, you can have it in an auto setting or the dark theme. So maybe if you're watching this at a later hour, this is going to be less bright for you. Okay, let's quickly run through these. I'm going to show the ambient lights at night. You can have dynamic or rhythmic ambient lights, exterior lights. Actually, I won't be reading this. I'm just going to run through these. You can pause and read. It's a cool feature. So there are sound settings, good sound. Actually, let's play some. So amazing sound, really good sound system. Apologies, I don't remember how many speakers are inside, but there's plenty enough. Now we have here those. Okay, so this is another shortcut for that. And you can have it here, different clocks, which I didn't realize. So you can have here range standard or dynamic. Nothing has changed on the digital cockpit. So, okay, so this one shows you the state of charge for the battery. If I go to the mileage, it shows you the range. So that's interesting. And then if I go to standard range display or dynamic, nothing changes. I actually might leave it on. Actually, never mind. And heads-up display, it does have snow mode. So, okay, let me just wipe that quickly. Snow mode goes blue. And energy. So you can see here. Save would probably like keep some of the battery if you're going uphill, so you don't use the petrol. This is the consumption data. I did a my day point of view driving, so you can see the consumption here. I might reset it and I will go to Zadar. I thought I wouldn't, but I probably will, so you can see all of that before I reset it. Seats. Okay, so just a quick look. All directions. You have ventilated and heated seats and heated steering wheel. This is the classical AC menu. You can run through these. If you go like this with 3 fingers, you can adjust the temperature or just engage this menu, and if you go to the side, you can adjust the fan speed. These shortcuts are really close, so excellent. It's on the reach of the hand. You have the hill descent control. You can see the steering settings. Okay, you can tilt while reversing. Cabin perception. Service. See the maintenance. ADAS features. Now this one is the one they need to turn off each time, otherwise it's not a too annoying sound, but it warns you if you're going over the speed limit, and you can hear connect devices. That's it. Cameras. You can see here front, rear, sides. You can see the wheels when you are parking, so not to curb your wheel. You can see also a wide view, and you can see also a 360 view. Actually, there's also a 3D view. Someone has parked next to us, but overall great. You can also have here underneath transparent view, and you can see all of those settings. So excellent car, very comfortable suspension, but more of that in the driving review. Excuse me, the night driving review. Not to forget, so I always think these are physical, but these are touch buttons. So you can see the shade. It's starting to rain, so actually let me just open that up. It's not raining really hard. You can vent it. Second tap, open it. It opens fairly wide. You can see that wind deflector. So I fully close it when you do that. Press a button, you can see some of the data here, and to wrap up, I'm going to pop the bonnet. You see it just goes up. You have the gas struts. You have here the washer fluid blue. You can see the sprinklers are attached to the hood. And here's the, again, 1.5 liter 4-cylinder turbo petrol, producing, to be specific, 131 horsepower. Front electric motor is 206 horsepower, and the back one is 163. But combined system horsepower is 324 horsepower. Again, linked to e-CVT transmission. It's an automatic. Let it drop, closes perfectly, and that was the new BYD Seal U DM-i plug-in hybrid. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to check out the day point of view driving, separated night review, and separated night point of view driving review, while I'll summon the consumption data. See you in the next one. Bye.